And are you refreshed? Yes. Good. Now what? A lot of trouble in this room. On the aisle right here. And then we're going to go all the way to the back. Stand if you think it's you. You'll be next. And yes.
Hi, Abraham. My question is, I feel like I have a lot of things lined up. The things are things that I want for myself. And it feels like that they're all set up, they're ready to go, I'm on the runway, I'm ready for takeoff, and the plane is not taking off.
Well, just chill.
Okay.
Because it's that urgency that is the introduction of the resistance that's keeping you from seeing paths. Because sometimes it's not an airplane taking off, it's a Jeep ride through the bushes. and sometimes you miss some of the really wonderful opportunities by trying too hard to dictate the way it comes. You see, can you sort of feel what we're getting at?
Yeah.
We agree with the things that you said. We agree that you're queued up. We agree that you've put plenty in the vortex. We can feel that you've been tending to your vibration, and this sort of urgency that you're translating could be called enthusiasm. It's a feeling of on the brink of. And so just sort of relax into that, because you really want some balance in all of this. And one of the things that you have done frequently all through your life experience is in your all or nothingness. In other words, when you apply yourself, there's the feeling that if it really takes off in the way you want it to, that in and of itself could be a little overwhelming. And so there's a little introduction of some resistance into that. Mm-hmm. Just say things to yourself like, it's right on track and it's unfolding perfectly and it's not going to come on so strong that I can't take care of it, because there's a little bit of that present in your vibration. Yeah. It's unfolding in perfect order. And here's the biggest piece that will be helpful if you will remind yourself. This isn't about getting this all done. This is about the fun along the way. So I'm sort of wanting to milk this, let it please me for a long period of time. We know it feels to a lot of you like you've been waiting, and now you can feel that you've done some additional work, and so it's ready to sort of break loose. But you really don't want it to break loose all at once. You really don't want it to break loose all at once.
Yeah.
You think you do, but you really don't want it to break loose all at once. So say to yourself, everything in perfect timing and in perfect order. And meanwhile, I'm preparing myself vibrationally for the fullest receiving of all of that.
Okay.
Because you don't want to miss. You see, let's say, this is a hypothetical that isn't even accurate, but follow through with us on this, because we have a very strong point that we're wanting to make. So let's say that you've been asking and asking and asking, but you're not ready for it to be realized in your experience. And that's obvious, because it isn't being realized in your experience. So we don't need to speak the obvious, because if you were ready, it would be. But let's say you're almost ready, but it's not being realized in your experience yet. And you say, well, I want it anyway. I want it to be realized even though I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So what happens then, you miss all the good stuff. You miss all the good stuff. And most of you think, well, I could skip over some of the savoring and just get right to the juicy ending. And we say, that's not what you planned for. You don't want to miss the savoring and just get to the juicy ending. It's got to be juicy savoring along the way. And impatience about taking off on the runway is a good place to start.
Yeah.
You see what we're getting at?
Yes.
Enough?
Yes.
Really good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been trying to convince you all for years that it's the journey. And you say, yeah, but just let me get there. But it's the journey. Yeah, I can skip the journey. I'm just going to get over there. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. Always the journey.
Hello, Abraham. For some time now, I've been asking different teachers if they could share with me a little bit about languages that I speak. And so I'd like to share with you. And
Well, before you do, we want to say that we don't speak a language. We speak a vibration. And the vibration then is received by Esther, and she has translated it into a language. But it's the vibrational conversation that we're having that is happening in this room that is more important. So, just as a basis of understanding, because vibration can be interpreted in lots of different ways. Yeah.
Excellent. That leads me to relish in the beauty of contemplating that these languages that I speak are simply and perfectly a manifestation of the beauty that I feel inside.
Yeah. Well-being abounds and love permeates all that is. Yeah. 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 The language of your pets is a complete language also. In other words, the language of your flora and fauna, a complete language, you see. Words not mattering so much, and communication through words not mattering so much. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really good. Second row. Second row.